Hello and welcome to the Ant-Man channel. It is Matt, Ant-Man Laren, and I wanted to share this with you. It's really quick. Doug Giles lately has been posting a lot of funny memes lately, and he's right, man. I mean, somebody seriously write his name in for president. Anyways, it is Wednesday the 5th of March 2014, and just look at this. This is funny. Dear apolitical and apathetic Christian, don't... You could read that for yourself. When our nation goes to hell and your liberties go down the toilet. Love, Doug. I don't know about you guys, but the moral relativism of the world has kind of gotten into the church nowadays. The great late Albert Einstein once said that relativism only applied to physics and not ethics, and that's true. The type of ethics that are applied to morality are truths that have always been the same throughout time. Truth does not evolve, or whatever you want to use for that right there, blank. Truth does not blank change or evolve or whatever you want to say. It doesn't change. It's the same yesterday, today, and forever. It has always been the same. And I think nowadays people are so afraid that they don't speak what they want to say. And when other people are speaking, this is the thing that gets on my nerves with Christians out there, is that because I'm outspoken and because I'm informed, other Christians feel like they have the right to come at me and say that I'm not saved, that I'm a Pharisee, that I'm this and that. And if it's one thing that I don't like being called something that I'm not. I don't like when people tell me I'm not a Christian, because I am a Christian. I'm a real life Christian. I can tell you that because I can break down theological, like Reformed theology to you. I could break down how salvation works. Sola fide. It is by faith alone, through grace alone, and it is because of Jesus. And it's for Jesus. All things were created by Him, for Him, and to Him. You know what I mean? It's simple, man. And there's something called regeneration. The regenerated Christian is someone who has these convictions and knows the truth. For example, if you struggled watching pornography, or if you struggled with alcohol addiction, or if you struggled with drug addiction, or if you struggled with some type of problems in your marriage or something, the thing that regenerates you is the thing that Jesus did for you. When you realize what He did for you, it's going to change you. You're not going to be able to do the things you used to do because of the great love that you have received. This is an amazing truth, you guys. I never really dealt with drug addiction. I didn't really deal with the things that I just mentioned. The thing I dealt with was depression. Depression is one of the most misunderstood things of all time. Nobody helped me with it. I felt totally alone. I wanted to kill myself. I had such low self-esteem, dude. Like, it was pathetic. I'm telling you this because I'm transparent. I'm a Christian. I love sharing my testimony, because only God can bring somebody like me, somebody like that has been totally broken. Only God can lift you up from the dirt that you're being stomped into. I was in a hole. I was in the dirt, being stomped out in the dirt, and I was saved. And now nobody can tell me nothing. I know the truth. I'm empowered. I don't let nobody lie to me. I don't let anybody manipulate me. I don't let anybody try to intimidate me. I don't let nobody try to dominate me. This is the spirit that the Lord gives you. He tells you not to submit to a yoke of tyranny. He doesn't tell you to be relativistic and to just want to get along with everybody for the sake of it. You're supposed to be intolerant of evil. You're not supposed to just let people get away with being corrupt around you. That's not the way, you guys. You know, I think a lot of people have the misconception that us Christians are a little too soft. And I want to change that. We're not soft. We're, it sounds corny, but we're warriors, dude. We're fighters. We're here to win people over to God. We're here to tell you the truth, and no matter what you think. Even if you're going to get in my face and try to intimidate me, I'm still going to tell you the truth. And, with all the people out there I could see a lot of people out there are mad at me because Because I know I touch your conscience, and that's what it is, dude. You ignore your conscience, and I remind you that you have one. And the problem with that is that you're going to hate me for it. But in reality, you don't hate me. You hate God. That's the fact. That's a fact. I'm not smart enough to think of all this stuff on my own. I read the Bible, and I believe it, and I know it's true. Because it's the only book in all of religion that has a historical context. It matches up with history so perfectly. And it's the only religious text that tells you that you're saved by faith and not works. And you guys want to blame Christianity for being something of a type of control, a political control over people, when in reality, if you guys ever even did your homework and figured out that the Catholic Church used the Bible to do that back in the Reformation because of the Counter-Reformation that came along with it, you guys would know that the Christians were the ones that were being killed during that time. So how are you going to blame us for all of the corruption that happened because of the Bible? That wasn't our fault. That was because of religious... Just like the Jews that killed Jesus, they were afraid of their power being taken away. Just like the Catholic Church, that if anybody read the Bible for themselves, they would realize that the Pope isn't God and their power would be taken away. It's all about power. It's all about control. It's all about keeping you in the dark. But you're too stupid to understand that when people are trying to reach out to you and tell you this, that you just don't want to accept it because it makes you realize that your life, dude, you're living in this little box where it's all about you, and you don't want that to change. You don't want to change. You want to be selfish. You want to glorify only yourself. And you know what, dude? You could throw all the insults at me all you want, but I know my conviction. I know I'm saved. I have assurance. I'm proud. I'm a proud American, El Salvadorian. I'm proud of being a Christian. I'm not ashamed of it. And I resent all the little sissy Christians out there that think that it's okay to come and attack me because I use my First Amendment, I use my rights. You guys better use your rights before they take them away, just like Doug Giles says right here. Look, I'm going to show you it one more time. Don't complain when our nation goes to hell and your liberties go down the toilet. Love, Doug. Because what? You're apolitical and apathetic as a Christian. All you care about is going to church to impress your friends and pretend, you know what I mean, and play church. For the love of God, you guys, read your Bible. You're not going to learn this stuff from me. You're not going to learn this stuff from going to church. You're only going to learn this stuff from praying to God, asking Him to show you something from the bottom of your heart, with all of your heart. Not like testing God. No, do it because you know you need to, like, wholeheartedly ask Him to. And what do you have to lose? I mean, for real. What are you, scared? What are you afraid of? That God's really going to show up and show you something that you've never known in your life? That's usually what it is, man. And hey, don't believe me. Don't believe me. Go and seek it out yourself. Because seriously, dude, it's getting late. If you don't really understand, the New York Times the other day, They put out three different topics. One was reconsidering genderalization, meaning that men are no longer men, women are no longer women, children are no longer children. Anything goes sexually. Anything goes now when it comes to sexual orientation. They're trying to reconsider this now. 2, they're starting to genetically modify human beings. Now, they're going to start, like in the days of Noah, when they were splicing the you know what I mean? This isn't new. This has happened thousands of years ago, you guys. Human DNA being crossed with animal DNA. And then the other one was, the whole thing going on in Ukraine, you guys. China's going to back up Russia. The U.S. has to show that we're not kidding around now because we already warned Russia, like, don't go in there, and they're not listening to us. And they're trying to justify their actions by saying, oh, well, Obama distorted international law by going into Afghanistan, Iraq, Libya. They're trying to justify the fact that they think that they can go into other countries and invade them just like we do because we do it. That's stupid, okay? That doesn't give you a right to do it even if we're not right. I don't agree with our foreign policy. I don't agree with our domestic I don't agree with anything this administration does. Does that make me anti-American? No. You're anti-American if you go along with this garbage. You're anti-God. You're anti-humanity if you go on with whatever they're trying to carry on with us right now. They're trying to get you to be conditioned to just go along with everything that's going on right now. And this is a rich man's war, by the way. All of those people that play on Wall Street, all of those people that are up in the highest power levels, their kids are going off to universities while we're getting poorer, and they're going to send us to fight their wars, just like they did throughout all the time in this country. The Rockefellers and all that stuff, all the bankers. Wake up. It's time to wake up, man, because if you don't, you know what I mean? It's just not going to go well with us, man. Don't complain when your freedom goes down the toilet. And don't say Doug didn't tell you so, or don't say that Ant-Man didn't tell you so, or don't say that nobody warned you. But the matter of fact is that if you don't want to accept this, the fact of the matter is that you want to pretend that you can live in your own reality, that you can live in whatever world you want to live in. You're so tapped into the matrix that you don't even know it anymore. You're so deluded that you don't even see you're ignoring reality and facts, and it's just ridiculous. People are so reprobate in their mind nowadays. Like, you will ignore you will be totally illogical just for the fact that you don't want to accept any of this. And all I have to say is that you're a coward, and I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed that people have gotten to this state, man, because it's cowardly. And you know what? And if you're not ashamed to be a coward, you might as well be dead. You're already dead, dude. You're spiritually dead. You're morally defeated. You're done. You're not going to have any chance. In Connecticut, they're confiscating guns right now in Connecticut. When do you think it's going to come touch you next? You know what I mean? When do you think, isn't it just a matter of time, don't you think? Don't you think you should be doing something for the cause of liberty? Doesn't anyone pursue truth and defend liberty anymore? Well, I would like to see it, because with my generation, I'm seeing more people waking up. I'm seeing people wanting to know the truth. It's the older generation. It's the older generation that is not willing to change right now. It's the older generation that's so caught up in their own pride and they're so arrogant, they think they know it all, that they don't listen to the younger generation. They think they know it all. And they're just, oh, well, abide by the rules and be politically correct and put your thumb in your mouth and bend over and let anybody do whatever they want to you. It's pathetic, you guys. It makes me sick. And I care about you guys, even though I might touch you guys sometimes with some of my truth. Not my truth, but God's truth, man. This isn't coming from me, by the way. I'm totally influenced by God, and everything that I say has to do with God's truth. This is the truth. You guys, this is a great delusion that's being put on everybody right now. A great deception. That's what it's called in the Bible. It's a great deception. Only a wicked and adulterous generation looks for a sign. And that's all I ever hear atheists say. Where is the proof? Where is the evidence? They want to see signs and they want to see all this stuff, but you guys, the qualities of God are invisible. His eternal power, His love, His mercy, His kindness, all these things are invisible, but they manifest. When you have truth in you, you are fruitful in all the things that God has made you to be. Creative, loving, intelligent, and powerful, just like Him. We even have the ability to create other human beings. If you cannot see that, if you cannot see how your own DNA is it's the most complicated thing to study in the entire universe. If you don't even see that your body, the way that it functions, it takes you about a decade to become a doctor to know everything about it. God, excuse me. Didn't mean to blaspheme right now. I meant to say something else, but I don't know how that slipped out. Excuse me. But anyways, you guys, I'm not afraid, man. I'm really not. But what I am afraid of is that you guys are gonna know one day that I was trying to warn you and that everybody else was, because it's getting late. I can feel it. I can feel it that it's getting late for you guys now. If you guys don't turn, it's gonna be bad, man. I'm telling you, this isn't a game. This isn't a game. I know that, maybe I'm not the nicest guy, maybe I'm not as gentle as I should be, but I am trying to sound the alarm. I am saying red alert. The door is closing. The door is closing, you guys. Get right with God. Please. Please. It's the only way. All of the answers to humanity are in the Bible. If only we were if only we weren't so wicked and sinful, we would know this, man. But anyways, man, I love all of you guys. I hope you guys have a good day. God bless you. I do this out of love, and I'm not trying to, I'm only trying to bring glory to God, you guys. So thank you for being here. Subscribe to my channel. God bless.